Wait, why are there clouds? And why are they moving so quickly? What? I'm here. Hi. Oh. Well, guys, welcome back, where I'm falling from a high place. Very high. So, today I'm gonna hit respawn, and oh look, a house. And 1 second while I close my door. Yay, I forgot to do that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. And welcome to my half of a house. Oh. Thank you. Oh, fail. Epic fail. So yeah, I've got this wonderful side of a house. And then the other side just got sliced in half. Or sliced off. So here we have a crafting table bolted down to the ground or something. I guess it's a super crafting table. Don't really know what I was thinking with it. It's just an everyday crafting table, but yeah, so excuse me, I did just eat, so I might be coughing a lot. So we've got furnaces. We've got a bunch of end rods, a bunch of glowstone, a bunch of end rods and glowstone. Well, I guess I'll take lots of this, as much of this as I can get. There we go. 28 and 26. Yeah, that's fine. So, let's say I want to craft things with this and these items. Well, first I have to throw them on the ground and craft them like in one commands and stuff, right? Well, no. I need to activate this machine. Done. Yay, it's activated. Wait, what? It's not working. Oh, they're just too far apart. There we go. Still not working. Well, maybe I have to use this amazing crafting table. Yay. Throw this down. Whoa. That works. Let's just, pretend I didn't do that. So, throw. And warning flashing lights, I guess. Kind of forgot to say that. But yeah, now we've got this beautiful end rod covered in glowstone dust, aka a magic wand. Poof, poof, poof. Ooh, magic. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, this doesn't do anything. You can throw it down, doesn't do anything. Oops. So that's it's just for show and stuff, so yeah. There we go. Perfection. Okay. So, if you didn't find from the title or the title up there on the screen, I have a tutorial for you guys. So, sorry I keep doing that. So, most of you will probably know in-one commands. They're like this famous thing where it's like a mod that you just have to place down a command block, enter a command, hit always active, or power it with a button or a redstone block or something. And then you get like this mod in vanilla, so you didn't even have to install any mods. Well, some people might make those, and some of you might make those, or want to start. But you want to make those custom floor crafting. But the thing is, the only thing you know is this old trick. This. All you know is Testfor @e type equals item with a, well, I'm not saying you only know that, but yeah, like you only know that, and then like, yeah, oopsie, yeah, and then you only know that, and then it's like you add it to some constant power source, of course not a lever, and then you detect it for an item, and if there's not an item there, it will turn off. If there is an item there, it'll turn on. And you can't do that with in-one commands, because the in-one commands are just a bunch of command blocks. Well, you might be able to do this if you use the conditional tag, but I'm saying if you just have these straight command blocks, like maybe you're using a generator that, or, so if you're doing it by hand, you can definitely like change that to that, But if you're using a generator, maybe your generator isn't actually allowing you to add conditional and unconditional command blocks. In that case, you need what I'm going to show you now. So, this is how you test for an item or any mob or anything with only using scoreboards. Just another thing is you can actually use this with tags, but I'm not going to show you that for today. Sorry about that. Just ate dinner, and when I eat dinner, I cough a lot. Okay, but yeah. So, basically, if I just tap that, you can see that I have a scoreboard. If I throw these two down, the end rod, so if I throw end rod, that has a score of 1. If I throw glowstone dust, that has a score of 2 on my craft item. So I've got craft item. If I throw these two down next to each other, nothing happens. If I throw it on the crafting bench, oopsie. If I throw it on the crafting bench, it crafts a magic wand. And it also deletes all the items. Once you do this, you don't get your items back. If you look closely at my glowstone and stuff, yeah, be careful, flashing lights. I already said that, but yeah. And so yeah, should probably stop saying so yeah a lot. So basically, and I shall stop saying basically, what you need to do to make this is all you need is 4 command blocks. This is what I do in my commands. So you want to do /scoreboard. Well, first you need to add the command scoreboard objectives add your scoreboard name here. This is this is where you put in your, so in between these quotes is where you would put your right here is where you put, like, if you were crafting a sword, maybe like craft sword or craft sword, something like that. And then for this other one, I also use craft instead of craft item. So that's detect item, that's a different one, but we're using craft item. So this is showing how you can craft with items, and ignore that over there. That is for later. So, scoreboard players set at E, type equals item. At E, if you look down here, is targeting all entities that are an item. Set their score of craft item to 1 is basically what this is doing. So you do scoreboard players set at E type equals item craft item 1, and then we run about say that this is an item. So we want to. So I'll be writing this later. I'm just showing you for now. There's ID, basically the item ID, which is N-Rod. So that's one thing I'll be showing you. Another thing I'll be showing you is how to, well, this is a different one. But yeah, if you are making multiple items, this number right here goes up every single time you have another item. It'll go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you have this humongous device that takes like 20 items, then it'll be like right here. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, it would go like up to 20 for your 20th item, basically. Sorry I keep saying that. So, doing that. So then this is kind of confusing. Basically not going to tell you what this is. I'm just going to write. So we're executing at the item with a craft score minimum of 1 and maximum of 1. Basically, the score of craft item that's only 1. And then if that's successful, then we'll execute again at a craft item score of 2. And this R equals 1. That R is basically an easy way of saying radius. So basically you're saying a radius of 1. So basically if the block is like a small bit to the side, then it'll work. Then if that's successful, we'll detect 1 block below the items for a crafting table. If that's successful, we'll summon a fireworks rocket. That's how you make the rocket with a passengers, an item, a blaze rod, count 1, tag, blah, blah, blah. I'll show you how to get all this complex stuff later. It might not be complex for some of you guys, but for me, it's kind of complex. Okay, so, back. Now, this is pretty much the same exact thing. Boop. Same exact thing. Except, after we detect for the crafting table, we are going to kill every item that has a minimum score of 1 and a radius and a maximum of 2. So this 2 right here would be like 5 if you're using 5 items or something. And then the radius of 2. So I usually do it 1 higher than my original radius. So basically then it's like there's not any glitching of 2 items that 1 stays there. Oh, I'm so sorry. It must be so loud on the mic. Well, unless I am doing it like away somewhere. Like I'm doing it away from my chair. But okay, moving on. I'm trying my best not to ramble, guys, because I want to get good quality videos for you guys. Okay, so how to do this is you want some chains. So, /scoreboard, P tab, players, set, S tab, at E, type equals item. Then we want to set their score of craft item, that's the one we're using, to 1. And then these right here is like only if the item it has this data. So we want it to do item, all like first letter capitalized, and then we want to do colon, is it called? I don't know. The 2 dots on top of each other basically. Then we want to make 2 more curly brackets, and so we have 4 curly brackets in all. 2 facing one way, 2 facing the other. And we want to write ID, all lowercase, 2 dots on top of each other. I'm just gonna call it that. 2 quotes, or any. It doesn't have to be a quote. You can actually do it without them. I just like to do quotes because it's a bit easier to know. A bit easier to keep track of my stuff. And if I just write, let's say, Minecraft dirt. Well, right now I'm just going to go with the thing. So end rod. And then that's good. Done. Now for this one, you pretty much just want to copy your original one. Copy. And paste it. Just the same. The different thing is you want to change the name to glowstone dust or whatever item you're using. And then you want to write a 2 instead of a 1. So if you're going to grab more, you'd basically copy, paste, change this to, let's say, if you were doing something different, let's say you were doing dirt, then you just do something like dirt. And then you'd name this 3. And then 4 for your 4th one, 5, 6, 7 for the 7th one, etc. All the way. But since we're only doing 2 items that create another item, we are going to grab this. So this is basically, I'm going to write the start of this. So if you do /score, so /execute at E, 2 brackets, not brackets, yeah, brackets, yes, brackets. And you want to do type equals item, that says that the type of entity this is an item, yep, comma, score, underscore, basically what your scoreboard name is, well, your objective is, which we will name this, excuse me, craft item. Then we'll hit underscore again and do minimum of 1. So min, right here, that stands for minimum. Minimum. Yeah, minimum. So that's basically, it has to, if you don't know what minimum means, it basically means like it has the minimum, like your minimum amount of health is half a heart until you die. So basically that means minimum is like, it has to be at least this or it won't count basically in scoreboard. So it has to be at least 1 or higher or else it won't work. And if we do scoreboard, so basically what minimum is this, the number you write down or higher. Then we want to do scoreboard, craft craft item, basically the same exact thing you just did, but instead of doing underscore minimum equals 1, well, you can do that, but then once you've done that, just backspace minimum and the underscore. So it just says comma, because you put a comma in between all of these, just so I forgot to say that. Put a comma in between all of these. So basically what you want to do is you have your score, underscore, craft item equals 1. This basically means it has to be 1 or lower. But since we already hit minimum 1 or higher, it has to be 1 or else nothing will happen. And then we want to just hit, like, what's this called? Sometimes I remember what these things are called, sometimes I don't. A semicolon? Yeah, I think they're called semicolons. No, those are these things. Or that. They're like these little curly cubes. I don't always remember their name. Excuse me again. So, then we want to hit space. We just also want spaces in between those. Space and space and space and space. And after that space, oh, now I sound like Space Core. If you know what that is, then comment down below. Space! Okay, that was horrible voice acting. But yeah, so if we just copy this, if we just copy our @e, type equals item, score, and hit paste, then you should, oh, also, if you're on a computer, like a PC, Control A will select everything. That's only if you're selecting a whole entire command. If you do Shift and the arrow keys, that's how you select things. And then you want to hit Control C. C will copy, and Control V will paste it back. Since I was already selecting something, it already pasted it. It basically, if you're selecting something and hit paste, it will replace that thing. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, now that you've pasted it in, replace the 1s with 2s, and if you are going and then hit, yeah, just do those again. Oh wait, and also don't forget to put an execute at the beginning of those. And then basically, if you were to, and also, next time, I forgot to say this, copy the execute and the little number line. So if you're going to make more, then you want to hit space, paste, and change these to like a 3. And so on until you've reached your number. And since I don't have that, then after that, for the first one, you want to do your summon command. But we're just going to leave that blank for now. So we want to Control A, copy. So Control A, Control C. That's what I just say Control A, copy. And then we'll place into a new one. Or a shortcut you can do is hold down Control and then click down the middle mouse button, aka your scroll wheel, the thing you use to change your slot that you're holding. And then you'll get this NBT command block. So it says plus NBT, which means it has NBT data. So once you place it down, it'll have the same command in it. So you can copy and paste or just place down a new one. Preferably, I like to just paste it because then I don't have like these cluttering up my inventories, like do, and then it's like they all just clutter up your inventory and you don't even know which one doesn't have NBT data. Yeah, it gets kind of obnoxious if you got a lot of command blocks. And then, but also it's good sometimes, like if you have a command that you're in the middle of copying. But yeah, so now in this one we want to do /kill. Be careful with this command. If you put this on a clock, just kill. Whenever the item would be there, it'll kill everything in the world. So yeah, kill is a very dangerous command. It can kill you and stuff. You can break your world with command blocks, so be very careful. And I'm not trying to scare you away to not do command blocks. Command blocks are a really fun thing to play with. Just don't put them in a world that you're very, 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 very fond of. Or unless you know that it might just be destroyed someday if you are not careful enough, which has happened to me once. I tried to make a Legend of Zelda bomb that exploded you into the air, and it just started teleporting me up in the air because I accidentally put it on a clock. So yeah, a lesson learned. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm always gonna do it with a score that I can remove, and then it'll stop me. So yeah, ignoring all that I just said that had nothing to do with this. Great topic change, off topic thing, JP. But yeah, /kill, @E. If you want, you can actually just copy this. It's probably a bit quicker. Copy your back @E, And now you want the minimum to be your 1, and the equals 2, or however your number is, you want that to be the highest number. So if you have 20 items that you're doing, you want to do 20. But since I only have 2 items, I want 2. That's basically where your maximum number goes. And basically what that's going to do right now is basically, if I just turn this off and stop saying basically so much, if I turn this on, now if I just I ran out, whatever. If I just grabbed some of these, okay, if I threw these down, if I just threw those down, it would delete them. And we forgot a very crucial step. This is something that, so now when any of them are anywhere, it'll delete them. How you fix this is on your second one, right here, you want to do comma radius equals 1, r equals 1 actually. So comma r equals 1. And that, if I just copy that really quick, that is what says, okay, only do this if it's in a radius of 1 block from each other. So now if I did this, boom, boom, it just doesn't appear. And also for your kill command, I suggest doing 2. Why 2 is because 1, you're not really going to be throwing down 2 items at once, I don't think, like that. See, like that's a glitch. Like that's one bug in the system. Like if you just throw that down, it'll delete all of them. But the good good part about it is that's just bothering me, so I'm going to stop that. So the good thing is, if you throw these 2 down, there's a smaller chance of them disappearing. Okay, so on to the next part. Oopsie, wrong thing opened. So on to the next part. So what you want now is to go onto this MC Stacker command generator. It's https dot on top of dot / mcstacker.bimbima.com. So basically, let's see, where's the website? Would it say the website anywhere for me? No? Okay, well, what am I doing to this thing? What am I doing? Okay, so yeah, basically, we want to go summon we want to go down, hit item. The item we will name, let's just name it end rod. Yeah, we want the item to be an end rod, and we'll name it sparkly end rod, I guess. And the lore will be sparkly. And if you hit enchant non-enchantables first, then you can you'll get this little thing. If you forgot to, just backspace 1 letter in the item enter, and then just replace that item, and this will pop up. So what I'm going to do is I usually do infinity, not flame. I usually do something that's not like knockback or sharpness that'll actually work, like infinity, like on a bow. And then you want to just replace that with a 0. And basically that means they can't like do anything. Like I just like having a 0. And then if you don't want them to see that, check hide flags, check hide others, and enchantments, I think. Because I think if you don't do hide others, I might be wrong, it'll say hide flags is on there or something. But yeah, I also do hide others. If you have modifiers or something, you can do modifiers. Unbreakable, can destroy, can place on, yeah. You get the point, I think. I hope. And I really need to change where that is. Okay, so let's see. If I just clicked. So yeah, that's all we really need, unless we wanted to go through an extra step, which is adding a firework. So you'd hit add an entity right there, and then down here we do look for fireworks rocket entity. And now if we just moved over to here, this is the only thing we really need to worry about. So we want to hit add explosion for like 3, maybe 4. We want red. We want, let's say, a nice bluish color. And then we'll just copy and paste that. So they're, oopsie, I just restarted the browser. Perfection. Well, let's just do fireworks rocket entity, add explosion, add explosion, add explosion. So if we added that explosion and we hit Control I paste. Oh, it's because I'm adding Okay, 1 second. So here's our one originally. If I just did this, 4FA1FF. There we go. And that's one of ours. Oopsie. I said 1, I thought. 1. And that's an A, not a C. A. F4. There we go. And that's good. Now we can change this one to like a nice magenta-ish color. So for this one, we want to, what in the world? So let's just move to the side really quick. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm not actually using the browser right now. I'm actually in the recording using it. So yeah, if we just opened up this FF3BA3, then, oopsie, 3, there we go. Now we've got that done. And now we've got this. Let's just do, how about a green for the end? So we want 2, 4, FF41. And that F should not be in there. 2, 4. So now we've got this beautiful color right here. And now we just want to hit Control I, copy. And now if you just went to Minecraft, now we want to go into the game. We want to go into our second one, which we left blank, and just make sure there's a space in between, and hit paste. And now we've got our command all the way there. So if we threw this down and that down, a nice oh, that's beautiful. Boom! Look at that beautiful firework comes up, and now we've got sparkly on red. Ooh, sparkly. So yeah, I love that firework. Look how beautiful that is. I'm gonna have to use that for some other things. But yeah, so, and then if you want, you can actually go back to here. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Well, if you want, you can swap the area, like what's on top. So like the items on, like so I'm stuttering big time. I don't know why I'm doing that. So basically at the moment, the firework, let's symbolize it by red wool, is under your item. So basically the firework blasts it up a little, and that's why our firework's a bit on the top. If you swap them around so the item has a firework riding on top of it, this would be like halfway in the ground, which I think looks a bit better because it's a bit smaller. Which I can show you an example of if I just disabled this one. So that's the one we made, and if I just hit enable, now if we threw these two down, you can see it looks kind of like, oh, I did a burst, which means it shoots up in the air, so that's kind of a different idea, but it kind of looks like it's coming out of the ground. And also, you might have been wondering, oh, well, how do we get it so it detects a crafting table? Well, if you want that, then just before you do your summon command or your kill command, do detect squiggly 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 -1, which will detect the block beneath it. And let's say you want a crafting table, then you want to do crafting _table. See, and then you want to hit space and 0 or whatever data tag, like however thing you want it. So like if you have a furnace, you'd have to specifically say which way it was facing. Like this way would be like 1 or 2 or 3 or like 4 or something. Yeah, it would be something like that. But yeah, now that once you add that, then it'll detect the thing. So that's how you make that. Okay, let's get rid of that because I don't know why I got rid of that. Facepalm. Alright, well, oh well. So now, here we are against Team Red or Team Acacia versus Team Oak. So, we got our secret weapon here. Smoke bombs. And I just grab one right here and just go, there we go, through it. Let's watch and wait for it. Enemy blinded. Ha ha ha. But the only problem is it only lasts for a short time, and it's really laggy. Okay, it's gone. Attack! Wait, run away. So actually, grab one more smoke bomb. Yeah. They're not looking. Okay, they didn't notice that I threw a smoke bomb. Attack! Rah! I'm gonna get you. Blah, 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 blah. Oh wait, I just destroyed my own fort. Smoke bombs might not be that helpful. Okay. Well, if I just enable this, you can see that when I throw a smoke bomb, it will, even if I throw it this way, it'll throw backwards out of the back of my head. And it also has a score on the side. Like, once it reaches 100, it starts smoking. And then once it reaches 300, it will stop. Right? What did I say? Yeah, it'll stop. So, it has a score. When it reaches 1, once it at 10, it starts going down. And then it'll start. If you pick it up in the middle of it, it won't. You can easily change that by just like, just setting it to be like, you can set it to, okay, you can set it so nobody can pick it up using entity data, and that's one way. So how I did this was I did the same thing over there. I detected for the item, I scored, gave it a scoreboard, but this time I used die, because any dye is just named dye. Even ink sacks, even bone meal is a dye. And cocoa beans, those are dyes too. Anything that can dye an item is a dye. So, I can also do, so basically, once you write this is when you want these little quotes. Then you hit comma, damage, capitalized damage, and then dot on top of dot. I know that's not what it's called, but yeah. And then 0S. Do not forget the S. I say do not. That counts for strings, I'm pretty sure it's called. S stands for strings. And that's actually telling you, okay, it's 0 strings of damage. Because it's a string variable or something like that. So like if you wanted lapis, then you'd do 4. You'd write 4 down here. So if I wrote 4, now they are Squirtle bombs. So now if I threw that, it's working for the ink sac. I mean, not the lapis lazuli, not the ink sac. So you can easily make these. Then you want to entity data detect that, basically what we did over there, detecting the item, but you only do this once. And you want to do entity data, and then you select the score of item, minimum of 1, maximum of 10. Set its motion to upwards and to the side. If you wanted this to be in any direction, you'd have to detect where they were facing using scoreboards or commands. That is a tutorial for another day. If you want me to say that, if you want me to do a tutorial on how to detect where the person's looking, whoopsie. If you want me to detect where the people are looking, then just comment down below, and I'll sure to get back to you, because I don't have many comments, so I most likely will get back to you. So yeah. Because, yeah, I don't have any comments, so I pretty much read all of your guys' comments. So comment whenever you want. I even read those negative ones. And if you are going to do a negative comment while I'm at it, please say something negative, that's fine. But please, after that, say how I can improve. Like, if you don't have a reason to say how I can improve, then just don't say anything negative at all. So, yeah, lesson for life there. So, then our next one is execute. Is basically we're doing the same thing as this one, entity data, but instead of entity data, we're doing execute. And then we'll do score minimum of 100, maximum of 300. We'll play the particle smoke, and this is a particle effect. Just ignore that. I'll tell you particle, and it's pretty simple. Just do /particle, and it kind of tells you what to do. And if you just do tab, then that will actually auto thing and show you all of them in the chat. And then you just need to do X, Y, and Z, like where you want to do it. If you just want to do something like different, if you just want to do it, then you can do like depth suspend. If you want to do it right where you are, just do that. And then 0, 0, 0, blah, blah, blah. Type in all those numbers, and then good. So yeah, this is going to do 2, 2, 2, 0, 500, force, so you can see it wherever you are. You don't really need to have it force, but I just wanted to do it just so you guys could easily see it. And then after that, just kill at E. Remember, kill command's dangerous. It kills things. Okay, and then at E, type equals item, detect item. If it has a minimum of 300 and anything above, then just kill it. So yeah, that's basically what I was doing. So yeah, that one I shouldn't need to make because that one should be pretty simple. If you want me to make that one, I'll do that in a new vid. So yeah, bye-bye. Oh no, that wasn't the smartest decision. Well, bye guys.